I wish they wouldn't put these breast examination charts up in doctors' waiting rooms. I happened to look at one once, just for, 20 minutes or so. And I became aware that the other patients were staring at me disapprovingly, as if I was getting some perverse pleasure from... Then I realised that I was ever so gently swaying backwards and forwards in my chair and repeating the phrase, titties, titties, ooh, titties. Still, I think I managed to pass it off as a coughing fit. I would always recommend a coughing fit in a doctor's waiting room. It helps to convince the other patients that you are really ill and not just some idle git ripping off the National Health Service. As soon as you walk through that door, you're on trial for being not ill. That's why people always leave the doctor's room still holding their prescriptions. It's their way of saying, see, I was ill. I didn't come in here just to look at the breast examination chart. Oh, I'd give 10 quid for an open wound. See, this bloke's got the right idea.
All right, Frank.
All right, Jeff. Hey, you haven't gone into teaching, have you?
Why? Does me breath smell?
No, I meant, violence in schools and all that stuff.
Your dad done this.
What for?
Well, this sales rep bloke come looking for him in the Bull's Head. Turns out that some joker, pretending to be your dad, had written this letter to odour eaters, asking them if they could make him a suit. Well, he went crazy. Not even the money he won on the horses would calm him. Oh, he won't rest until he finds out who writ that letter.
And you was one of the suspects?
Well, somebody told him I could read and write. He just put two and two together.
Oh, I'm next. See you, Jeff.
Ta-ra, Frank.
All right, Norm.
Just because he saw me coming out of the post office. I told him I didn't know nothing about a letter to odour eaters. I'd only gone in there for a TV licence.
But you couldn't convince him.
Oh, I convinced him. He beat me up for buying a TV licence.
Come in. Ah, Sanford, isn't it?
Yeah, that's right.
Had any nausea at all?
No, but thanks for asking. What about yourself?
Oh, just tired, that's all. I was up till 4 o'clock this morning. Shotgun shooting in Edgewortham.
Did you hit anything?
Wasn't a bloody contest. All night chemist got done over. Poor bugger got his arm blown off.
Oh, dear.
Mind you, he still managed to pick up a bottle of Ribena with his remaining arm and sling it at the gunman.
Did you hit him?
Nearly. Reckons he missed him by about that much. You shot somebody once, didn't you?
No, that was me brother, Brian.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he's in Winson Green for manslaughter.
Well, he always was a practical joker. I had to throw him out of the waiting room once for eating chicken korma out of a baby's nappy. So, what do you do?
I sing in a band.
Oh, really? That's very interesting. Could you give me a sample?
Yeah, all right. What about Strangers in the Night?
Wow. As long as you've taken the proper precautions, shouldn't be a problem.
No, I mean, do you want me to sing it?
Sing it? I thought you were ill.
No, I'm fine. I've come for the results of my mum's blood test.
Oh, Ivy Sanford. You know, I remember your mother when she was down here. What a party that was. Yes, it's your dad that's been keeping me busy lately. All thanks for this mystery letter.
Yeah, it's a wonder he hasn't accused you.
No, he knows they'd never read my writing. Yeah. Well, this is fine. Nothing matter with your mother.
Oh, that's good.
Hey, I just noticed the date of birth. Wish her a happy birthday from me, will you?
Birthdays. Now I've got a splash out on a card. I haven't done that since I played strip poker in the 4th year.
And them hot slops you gave me are stopping me circulation. And anyhow, how come there's 3 in the packet?
All right, Mum. Happy birthday.
Thanks. Hey, you seen what O'Brien sent me from Winson Green?
It's the Social Security office, isn't it?
That's right. All done from memory. Look, it's even got the racist graffiti.
Deeply offensive, but at least it shows those literacy classes are paying off.
Oh, you can say that again. Listen to this. Mother.
He's coming on, isn't he? Dad get you anything?
200 quid off the horses and he couldn't get me a cowing birthday present. I mean, it's only once a cowing year.
Anyway, I've been to the doctors. He says there's nothing wrong with you.
What about my dizzy spells?
Oh, he said don't worry about your dizzy spells. They'll come back.
Nothing wrong with me. That's what they told my mother just before she died. Oh, if only I'd known. Things would have been different.
What do you mean?
Well, it was her birthday just a few weeks before. And all I bought her was a cowing card. Do you know, I've been tortured with guilt ever since.
I must say, there's a level of subtlety I never knew she was capable of. What she's done is taken the basic idea, which is, where's me cowing birthday present, and woven it into a sort of a parable. Very clever. Right, see you then. I'm going down the cafe for a couple of hours.
Good idea, love. Then I can carry on tidying up your bedroom.
Hey?
Yeah. I must show you this letter I found under your bed. Dear Odour Eaters.
I didn't write any letter.
Oh, I know that. It's got your dad's name at the bottom. I'll ask him about it.
Well, I mean, it's never sent. Isn't it?
Oh, I think it was sent. This is just the rough draft. I suppose that's why he's been practising his signature on it.
If I was you, I wouldn't mention it. I mean, you know, he's only going to lose his temper and probably break that birthday present I bought you.
You have bought me one, then?
Well, of course I have, yeah. I left you with the bloke down the cafe, you know, for safekeeping. That's what's why I'm...
No.
In the bin for you.
No, it's all right. No, I might as well wait and throw this away with the wrapping paper off your present. I suppose there'll be a lot of wrapping paper, won't there?
Well...
I know what's carrying happened. You've been saving up for ages and you brought me something really nice. I'll bet you spent, at least 50 quid.
How much?
50 quid.
Now, who do I know would lend me 50 quid? It's Dad, I suppose. Bit of a long shot. He's nearly as famous for his tight-fistedness as he is for his homophobia. Still, if he's won 200 quid on the horses, might as well give it a go.
That's 87 pence. That's right, love.
No, there's not so much of that about in this world.
And yet they say it makes the world go round.
That's the problem. If we could stop the world going round and round all the time, I'm sure we'd find that some of these so-called serious illnesses are just travel sickness.
Excuse me, is Jim Sanford around?
You're his son, aren't you? Oh, Jim's ever so proud of you, you know.
Is he?
Oh, yeah, really proud. What's it like actually killing someone?
Oh, no, I think you
Oh,
better...
no, you probably don't like talking about it, but I find it incredibly exciting. I mean, in a sexual way.
Do you? Yeah, well, he was asking for it, you know. You come walking through the door and blam.
Oh, it was a revolver, wasn't it?
I don't remember what kind of door it was. I just pulled the trigger and there was a pink mist where his head had been.
Oh, fantastic.
Hey, we should meet up sometime, you know. Perhaps have something to eat and I'll tell you the whole story.
Oh, including all the juicy bits.
Yeah, I'm really interested in juicy bits. Oh, I wish I hadn't have said that. I've got overexcited and I've just let myself down.
Oh, Brian, violence is brilliant, isn't it? You should have seen your dad on the rampage yesterday. The Odour Eaters rep was so terrified he threw his samples case at Jim and knocked him in the canal.
And when Dad climbed out, had the Odour Eaters attached themselves to his back like Humphrey Bogart in The African Queen?
No.
I just wondered. Anyway, I must find me Dad.
Oh, he's the one everybody's cheering.
All right, thanks. I hope he's not doing one of his party games. He once invented a version of Pin the Tail on the Donkey called Rip the Tail off the Alsatian. I thought it was a bit barbaric. I mean, I laughed, but I didn't feel good about it. Come on, Dad?
What do you want?
Look, I've got to get Mum a birthday present, so I wonder if you could lend me... just 50 quid or something would do it.
What am I famous for?
Is it homophobia and tight-fistedness?
Well done.
Yeah, but this is really important. And you did have that win on the horses.
That's very true, but I still don't buy the present. My code of honour wouldn't let me. If I start getting lax about my tight-fistedness, the next thing you know, I'll be getting lax about my homophobia. And you know what my motto is? Neither a bender nor a borrower.
Yeah, OK, forget it. If you don't want to lend me the money, don't bother. Before I go, I want to say something to you people. Homophobia is a very wicked thing brought about by fear, insecurity and ignorance.
Don't worry about them. Come Judgment Day, they'll all be boiling in their own excrement.
Oh, that's good to know.
They don't understand people like us, Brian.
No, there's been a mix-up here.
You have done your penance, but they still call you out killer.
They don't, actually.
And yet, however, a gentleness about you they could never understand. Oh, this miserable land is full of bigotry. I too have been persecuted just because I'm different.
Oh, I better get off now. I've got to go and see my regular long-term girlfriend, and I'll probably go and meet the lads, and we'll talk about football, you know, and I'll smoke a pipe.
Yes, I know what it's like to love a woman.
Oh,
it didn't bother her when people said I was a lunatic. She knew all that evil talk about animals disappearing had nothing to do with me. But then spring came and she didn't care for the warm sun upon her face.
What happened?
She melted. I miss her, you know. I miss her beautiful white skin.
Like snow, was it?
Yes, I suppose so, but with dark, dark eyes.
What, like coal?
No, more like dog's eyes, really.
I must go.
Some people think I'm mad, you know.
Do they?
Yes. But I remember them saying that about you during the trial. I felt then that one day we'd become friends.
Look, will you listen to me? I am not...
Oh, the others can laugh, but how many of them have such riches?
Do you fancy going for a cup of tea or something? Perhaps doing a bit of shopping?
Yes, I would like that, Brian.
Oh, hello there. All right. The toilet's just through there. Shall I hold your bag for you?
No, I'll take it with me.
Right. Listen. I can't explain now, but this bloke's a complete nutter and I'm pretending to be our Brian, so don't get calling me Frank. Oh, bloody hell. Is that clear? Oh. You know, it's like a pretending game.
OK, Brian.
Well done. Yeah, sit down. I'll get you a nice cup of tea. Here you go. This is me friend Roach. She's coming shopping with us. I've got to get a present for me mum.
I thought you said you was broke till Daro Day.
The man with no money is the richest man of all.
Really?
Yes.
Well, what about the man who's heavily in debt? Is he better off than the man with no money?
The suspect has entered the Footlights Cafe on Anderson Street accompanied by another man. We're preparing to make an arrest. Over and out. Right, Keith. Well, what we've got here is a slumbering lion.
How do you mean?
The calf. It's like a slumbering lion.
I'm sorry, I'm not with you.
Listen, if you was walking through a jungle and you came across a slumbering lion, what would you do?
Well, if he was asleep, I suppose I'd kill it.
Yeah, just kill things because they're asleep.
What about that flap we raided in Wolverhampton?
Never mind that. What you going to do with this lion you've found?
You owe me 20 quid for all those 0890 calls you made from my flat.
Oh, rubbish. I only made 11 calls. Then I lost the ability to dial.
I've got a friend who does one of those phone lines. He's only 19.
This is the West Midlands Police.
Did I say 19? I meant 21.
Walk slowly through the front door with your arms raised.
Oh, dear, I haven't walked slowly for 15 years.
Oh, this must be a mistake. Got Gotta go shopping, whatever happens.
Don't worry, Brian. We can get the police to do our shopping for us. All we need is a nice little hostage.
Well, I don't think you'll get one. I'm sure the police know it's wrong to give animals as presents. I say animal, it's really a bird, isn't it?
Roach, he said hostage.
Oh, hostage. Okay, Brian. I was going to say an ostrich would be a definite no-no.
We'll need an errand boy as well.
Oh, they'll never agree to that. I would suppose the paper's got hold of it.
I'm talking about you. You'll have to go and tell the police what we want.
Can I have a word? Was it you who blew somebody's arm off in Edgbaston last night?
Yes. We can be partners, Brian.
Look, I know I said walk slowly, but you're just taking a piss now, aren't you?
Well, Brian, what does your mother want for a present?
Well, I thought maybe a black sweatshirt, size 12, I think she is, with quite a colourful sequin design on the front. You know, the sort of thing.
Cotton or acrylic?
Whatever.
Cotton's best.
And tell them I want £1 million, a helicopter, and tell them to bring me Carol Barnes, the newsreader, so I can hold her and kiss her and take her for my wife.
What does his wife want with a newsreader?
Go on, move. Oh, Brian, this is fantastic. We're just like Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid.
Oh, I love that film. Especially the end when they're under siege and they decide it's better to just go out and get shot to pieces.
Aren't hostages supposed to be gagged or something?
Carol Barnes, eh? Well, Keith, seems our lion is looking for a lioness.
I thought you said the cafe was the lion.
Yes, well, never mind. And ignore the request for the sequin sweatshirt. I think you'll find that's something the cafe owner stuck in for himself.
Right, so. And what about the leather catsuit with Fun Boy on the back?
Oh, let me carry through with you. Oh, Mrs. Sanford, Frank's mother.
Mrs. Sanford, oh, what a pity. What we really need is the gunman's mother. Do the old mummy on a megaphone routine.
Oh, sorry to disappoint you. Oh, that's Mark Cohen's son trapped in there. He hasn't shouted anything about a birthday present, has he?
Hey, Jim, is your Brian in there?
No, he's in prison for manslaughter.
What a game! Fantastic! Oh, I just wish I got to know him better.
Who's the gunman then?
His name Mark Willits, local lad, we think.
It's Beryl Willits, lad.
Oh, well, that's no surprise. Poor bugger's never been all that. He's one of them religious maniacs. Here, give us that Carrie Megastore.
Mark, this is your mother speaking. Now, you know this is carrying wrong. Look what happened to Noah after he killed Abel. Besides, you know I don't like you being out without your straight jacket on.
Oh, Brian, do you know what it's like to hear your mother's voice at a time like this?
Yeah, I think so.
Where were you when I needed you? I was on my own. 141 Descartes Towers, the roughest, dirtiest tower block in Smethwick.
Oh, I had a friend that lived in Descartes. Every night he'd hear his neighbours making love. Loads of banging and the bloke shouting, Uncle. But the weird thing was, it always started at 5:40 and finished at 6 o'clock.
Hey, we could put one of these big pickled onions in his mouth and maybe a tea towel or something.
Oh, it was all right for Mother. She was always off and out in the morning, carefully creeping down the filthy corridor to a nice little office job. Dog shit, and dog shit.
Solicitors, were they?
Aye.
Come on, Mark. God wouldn't want you to leave all them wicker baskets unfinished.
Oh, leave me alone! Then I started stealing. She knew, but she couldn't face it.
All you really wanted to steal was her attention.
Yeah, but that's not what they said on Crime Watch. Then the police questioned her about the silver tea service. She knew it was under the bath, but she lied to protect me. That's why I think she committed suicide.
Hold on, is she...
Hey, hold on. Whose voice is that?
Voice? I didn't hear anything.
Mark, this is God speaking. You got 5 minutes to give yourself up, or I'll fill the place with locusts.
Listen, Brian. I think we've made our point now. Perhaps we should give ourselves up.
Yeah, you're right. We've shown them what we're made of. I'll just go and collect me sweatshirt and that'll be there.
Well, I hope they can get a message to Carl Barnes. It'd be a shame if she came all this way for nothing.
Listen, I think Mark knows what he's doing.
I never told you my name was Mark. You can hear those voices.
Oh, he's got you there, Frank. Oh.
Frank. Who are you?
I'm Brian. It's just that Roach knew me when I was in prison, and Frank was what everybody called me when I was in prison.
You could say it was a nickname.
Hey, God, I'm not coming out, so you better send the locusts in. Right. Choose the arm you want to keep, then use it to wave goodbye to the other one.
Oh, God! You can't shoot me!
Oh, thanks very much. Hey, you must have a look at my present, Sergeant. Oh, Brian made this himself.
Stop immigration now. You know, I was with Inspector Gardner when he did that.
It's carrying beautiful, isn't it? Hey, wait till you see what our Frank brought me.
Oh, sorry, Sergeant. Do you think you can answer the door for me? I keep thinking Willits is going to come back.
Look, you've got to put your ordeal behind you now, son. The lion has been caged. When you say caged, let's answer the door, shall we, Keith?
Oh, I was just going to show them your present.
Oh, no, don't do that. You know, a son's birthday present to his mother, it's a personal thing. I don't want a lot of strange police officers looking at it.
Cow in hell, Frank. A mother's bound to be proud when her son buys her a silver tea service. Are you off?
Oh, lovely.
All right.
Hey, Frank and Brian look very similar, don't they?
Oh, I can't agree. I'm also Brian was very rough looking.
Excuse me.
A bit like his dad. I mean, every time you look at his face, you expect monkey droppings to come out of it.
Come here, I'll introduce you. Mr. Sanford, this is Mr. Sandu from the chemist shop in Edgbaston. He's very keen to meet the man who put Willits back where he belongs.
Oh, you all right, mate? Sorry. You all right, mate? This is my son, Frank.
Haven't I seen you in our shop?
Have you?
Yeah, you remember. You came in wanting the address for odour eaters.